Hey guys, and welcome back to Artists Soar. We are now the podcast that is on YouTube. We're going to try and put all our content on YouTube for you guys. We're visual artists. I don't know why we haven't been using YouTube sooner.
I know, right?
We're a little slow to the process. So, welcome in. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Please comment on anything you hear or see. So, today's episode, we're going to be talking about new tools. We're always finding new things and fun ways to do things better, more effectively, more creatively, more that fits into our routines. And this one was funny how it came about. So this actually passes over to Julie because we are starting to learn things from our kids.
Yes. So my son's home from college for a couple of weeks, and he introduced me to Notion, which I had played with years ago, and ended up going with ClickUp instead. But as he was showing me things, I started doing some research on Notion, and then
Notion is Notion.
Notion.
And we'll put a link.
Yeah,
we'll be sure and get a link.
We'll figure
on
that
there.
out.
So,
in the comments we'll put
we'll put links of what we're
description.
Talking about.
Yeah. And and sorry, this is all new to us.
And we should probably introduce ourselves.
Okay. Yes. So we're Artists Soar. We're we're artists at different levels and different things that we do. I'm Rachel Harchanko.
Stephanie Weaver.
And Jules McCullough.
Yeah.
We'll
include those links in the comments section.
We'll get better at our introduction. But anyway, we're talking about tools and fun ways to do things.
Yeah.
So he's home for a couple weeks and trying to get he's an architecture student, and anyone that knows that program, it's pretty intense. It's a lot of projects for your studio class, a lot of tasks to be done. You're spending a good 50 to 60 hours working on your schoolwork and going to classes with a full load. And he's trying to find ways to manage his time as well as keep track of all his tasks. So I've been pushing him for the last year. He's going into his third year this fall, and
I can't believe that.
I know, I can't either. It's like he's got 3 more years to go, but because it's a 5-year program. But anyway, so he started showing me what he decided to do was Notion, and I had mentioned, ClickUp and Notion and Monday.com and a couple others to him, and let him just go do his research. One of his friends uses Notion. That's how he got introduced to it. And I love ClickUp, but I can never get the dashboard to be like I want the dashboard. And that was my complaint that I was telling him about. Then he started showing me Notion, and I just kind of went down a rabbit hole. But the reason we started talking about it was because I'm disappointed in my progress on my goals for 2025. And we're at month 6 already. Hard to believe that's been 6 months.
Really is.
And I'm like, okay, because at the end of 2024 I made the decision that I was going to stop using a paper notebook because I was tired of rewriting stuff all the time, constantly rewriting. And I used that with ClickUp, but I wasn't referencing ClickUp because it didn't have the dashboard I wanted. Anyways, long story.
No, I mean, they're valid points because
Yeah.
If you're going to use a tool, it needs to fit in your lifestyle or what you're doing.
Well, and how your brain thinks. That was my biggest thing, because I know that,
right.
At least I don't know for sure, but I think part of my reasoning for not progressing on the goals I have for 2025 is because I was not tracking my stuff the same way I did. And if you followed along with me for any sort of time, you know that I made these really pretty bullet journals. I had dashboards for each week.
Really beautiful.
Yeah, they're really pretty.
I don't even have my notebook with me today. I mean, and I love doing it. I don't I do miss it sometimes, but I was really tired of rewriting everything.
Right.
It just didn't, it was a waste of time. And that was why I made that decision, was I need as many minutes in my day as possible, and rewriting that every week was getting to be too much. So anyways, Stephanie came over, and I don't even remember. Oh, we were talking about the podcast.
Yeah, we were talking about how to format this and what would work for us.
Right, and what do we want to do with it and everything, because we have been a little bit absent this year.
And we missed it.
We did.
We missed actually getting together, and we heard a lot from people about they really liked how it was sitting with us and figuring it out. So it was how fun would it be to actually sit together and you guys can lean in with us as we geek out, and that's our intention today, is kind of geek out a little bit.
Yeah, right, because this has been really interesting.
Yeah. So she showed me this, and I was frustrated with OneNote. Because I would use OneNote like a journal, and I had multiple journals, and I couldn't reference one without copy and pasting, and I stopped using ClickUp altogether because it got too complicated, and I couldn't find anything, and then I was just this is useless.
Yeah.
So,
and no surprise, I never used ClickUp. I didn't use ClickUp. No.
Yeah.
I always have my phone. And y'all are gonna, but I still have my planner.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that at all.
It's the key to this is finding a system that works for you. And I think today we're going to share a system that's kind of new to us, because once Julie showed it to me, I spent 2 days diving into it and creating my own. And we're going to share those with you guys today too. So
I think it's nice. I like the little thing on the side. I think I can figure it out, and it's. Can go on your phone,
iPad, computer. It's all synced.
Yes, it's all synced. And the thing I liked about it over ClickUp too was the fact that you can create a dashboard on your phone. Well, why I like Notion over ClickUp
got it.
was because you could create a dashboard on your phone. And that was one of my frustrations, and why I stopped using ClickUp so much, was because when you looked at it on your phone, it was just a task list, and it wasn't sorted by projects, and I work by projects. That's how my brain works. That's how I put stuff together. That's how I do my tasks, everything. And that's also what we liked about Notion was that no matter what device you're on, you can see your dashboard properly.
Now the neat thing about it, because Julie's very visual. And so she's created it, and we're going to show you in a second, everything to be very visual, where I'm very task oriented, and I just if I see visual stuff, I get overwhelmed is an excellent word.
And I'm more visual too, so I liked the visual things. And this has, we're getting ahead of ourselves, but it has themes, and you can buy fun stuff to go with it. Anyway.
And we did.
Yeah, of course. And I did.
Okay, do you want me to switch over to your computer?
That's fine, or yours, whichever.
We'll go with yours first.
Okay.
All right, so there we go.
Okay. So this is my ClickUp, and I bought a...
Not ClickUp.
I'm sorry, my Notion.
Oh, man,
I keep saying that.
Notion.
Oh, no, I think we got a glitch here. Hold on, is it showing your screen? Yeah. It's not, it's showing it, but it's not moving.
Interesting.
Oh, no. So let's see what happens. Technical problems here. It's doing a Windows capture. Let's see, display capture. Sorry, guys, it's going to take a minute. We're new to some of this, and it's not moving the way that we anticipated. All right, try now. Let's see, show windows with empty, show full screen, show cursor. Yeah, okay. Sugar, honey, iced tea. All right.
So you've got your life up there and how you've organized it.
Yes.
And so talk about your different little window panes that you do have right there.
So this is, I do want to give a shout out to who I purchased it from. And Stephanie showed it to me last week, and I was like, ooh, I like that. But I purchased it from Etsy and the Feel Good Bug, and we'll put this in the description. And
Etsy has some great.
Yes, and it's called the Advanced Girl Life Planner. And in the Notion, at the top there, I've got the Productivity Hub, which I have set up. Wellness Hub is not set up. Lifestyle is partially set up. Learning Hub and Finance Hub I haven't even touched yet. But then...
So your Productivity Hub, is that going to be for your...
That's all my work and my goals and all that good stuff.
Okay, and then the Wellness Plan is because, I mean, we've talked about it. You've had some health issues, so you are trying to eat healthier.
Right.
Be healthier.
Yep.
So...
And these were just all defaulted in her...
Right.
In her... the Advanced Life Planner that I bought. And then Lifestyle is more things like your journal, your goals,
that's
travel
nice.
dates. I mean, I haven't touched half of this stuff
every day now.
But that's a whole other episode. But Stephanie, I was questioning her, giving her the 3rd degree on how she journals because I've tried for years and it's just never quite worked for me. But yeah, there's a daily journal, gratitude journal, meal planning, all that fun stuff in there.
Well, I like the meal planning in that.
Yeah, I figured it's even got like a recipe section.
Yeah.
I figured you would love that.
Love that.
Yes.
Oh
yeah. So I haven't dived.
So...
I mean, I've only had this for 2 weeks now.
Mm-hmm.
And I just set up this one versus my first one. This week.
You could make those hubs anything you wanted. You could change them out.
You can change everything out. So like this home screen I've changed out. You know, she had it set up to be this inbox card thing, and that just doesn't work for me. I needed a table. So I changed mine to a table. And
I will probably keep the cards. People over there, because me and tables are...
Yeah.
Not your friend.
I mean, I can do them, but yeah, my brain doesn't think that way.
Right. And with the cards, it was just too hard for me to see exactly what I need to prioritize for that day.
Oh,
so that's the only thing I haven't quite figured out is how I want to set up my prioritization for each day, because I have these due dates in here, but I'm not sure. Like, they're all important and the due dates are real.
Got so many overdue. How many?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
She's got so many overdue.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Which actually, this one's done. But anyways.
I'll change it.
So.
No. You're driving me nuts. No, just kidding.
Can you tell which of us is the high-functioning OCD fairy?
Plus, I don't like anything being overdue. If it's in here and it's overdue, I think that's why I went away from ClickUp, because when I went back to it, it was just like a hot mess of all the things overdue. And
now,
I just
got
couldn't
it.
Cope.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
But the thing I did love about ClickUp was the colorization. Like,
yeah.
I mean,
this has got way more functions.
And this, yes, I love it, and like, so fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, anyways,
because you can do it for this works for not only your work, your hobbies. If you're like a hobbyist artist like me, your shop.
Yeah,
you
use it for a lot.
And then like you for your projects that you do on the side. And then I love it because it's personal. You have, your calendar.
Yep.
Recipes. So I mean, like, I can have my phone and go, okay, what am I picking up, at Costco today? That kind of thing.
And like one of my favorite things about this is the projects, which is under here, is the projects area. And
that should also be said, like every bit of this is configurable, because like where her projects is, it's different for me. Like I put
Where
it
do
in
you put yours?
I'll show you mine in a little bit.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so
fun.
that's the neat thing. So she gets to like make it the way her mind works, and I get to make it the way my mind works.
Right, and that's the other thing I really liked about that. But and here I have all my collections.
Yeah, this was like
And this is so awesome because it's got a timeline to
I love
it.
the timeline thing so much.
Yes.
Oh, the timeline.
And then it's
fun.
got your task by status.
Because the timeline thing, you can even like drag it and make it move in a different day or expand the time frame.
Yes.
So if you're like, okay, I'm not going to make this deadline.
Yeah.
Right.
You drag it.
And just go, okay, I need another month on it, or I'm going to miss it, so I need to contact.
And plus, it gives you another look because you can start to see like how things are overlapping, and you're just like, okay, the reality on that is I'm not going to do that.
Right.
And so I really like that a lot.
Yeah, I love the timeline, and I love the fact that she built it into this template under the projects too, and then all the tasks.
And this is good. So I'm just thinking of hobbyist artists out there. That timeline is good for when you need to set up for festivals or new art shows,
correct,
or whatever, and then you can either have
you're in April 2020. There we go.
The pieces that you need to get done, or like what you need to get in order to like have everything at the festival. So that's really handy, I think, in a way that like just a regular. Y'all aren't regular. A regular person like me could use.
Well, the other thing I like about
I'm the dumb one over here. I'm the one who's like, I can't wrap my brain around stuff. Yeah. But this is really good.
There's a difference between like, I think I'm the unmedicated ADHD, and this works for me.
I love it. I think, hey, babe, we're all unmedicated.
Are we?
ADHD. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, and the other thing I wanted to say too, though, is because I still do use my OneNote, which is what I did start using in January 2025 for my daily tasks.
Is this your OneNote here?
Yeah, this is my OneNote, but I can go in here.
OneNote still.
And
I still use it too.
Oh yeah, it's just my notebook. So I can go in there and copy a page to that notebook, and then I can come in here and say paste, and now it has a link. And then if I want to go to that page, I just hit the link,
and it takes
me out to it.
Oh, that's cool.
Which I do like. Because I do a lot of notes and stuff within OneNote, and then I'm trying to keep this Notion to just my tasks.
Okay, but with the note, because I know you take notes when you're at projects and when you're, on a site or whatever, but I've noticed that Notion has note-taking capabilities.
It does.
So you could still, really work your way away from OneNote and still have everything in here.
You could.
I'm excited. That's the thing, because like this guy is my one and done. But it's at my desk. So if I'm out and about and I'm at a meeting, like my phone is. So I like that I can have my notes here, and it would on my phone, and then it would still get to my computer whenever I'm going to actually be looking.
Well,
at it.
And one thing I will say why I'm not keeping my notes in Notion like that, and I'm keeping it in OneNote, is I have the business version of Microsoft. So it's a higher level security. It meets the big Fortune 500 security protocols. Microsoft does. And I feel like I have more control. It's not an Instagram or a Facebook or a TikTok where I could lose access to it.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I would lose all my tasks and stuff, but I wouldn't lose the important client-based notes.
So you're keeping your client-based notes in OneNote.
Note, and I just link out to them within
this,
and within my Notion.
Yeah. Okay.
I just noticed something on your Notion. You've got like tabs up there. You got like a life planner and social media. What is that?
So I'm using the Mac app.
Okay.
Which I have a Windows version too, and you can create new pages. You can show different tabs.
What?
In there and stuff. Yes.
I didn't know
Where
that.
did you? Is it with the 3 dots?
She's got the downloaded version. So
I have the downloaded version.
And you can get it on your PC too. You're on the web right now, but you can get it on your PC.
Right. So this is instead of opening multiple tabs on the web, I just open it within here, and I'm trying to remember exactly how I did that.
Okay, good. Now I
Open
can
a
really
tab.
make it look like my brain.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I can right click the item and hit open a new tab, and so now I have a new tab.
So you have the app, and
love that.
whereas I was
web
using the
Right.
web version.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, fun.
Now she's gonna download it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a free download, and all of
Yeah.
this, by the way, is free. Like we're using the free version.
Right.
Of
I'm
this.
using
It's
the free
amazing.
version of of Notion. It's not paid, which is the other thing I like about it over ClickUp is that for ClickUp I had to pay for certain aspects of it.
Yeah.
Where what I'm doing in here is completely free. Now, the template I bought was not free.
Mm-mm.
And mind you, I did buy 2 templates
I
before I,
did too.
finally settled on the one that I was going to go with.
Did you guys?
Yeah, well,
Yes,
I bought-
and I kind of hate
So-
myself for that because the first one I bought was expensive. This one was very reasonably
Right.
priced.
So, and I did the same thing. Like I bought this life planner one, the one
Yeah.
that I ended up showing you, and then I decided that was way too complicated for what I needed, and so I bought another one.
So why don't you show yours?
All right, let me pop over to that screen. Let's see. Let me go to my Notion. There it is. Okay, so mine is
Oh,
like
that's so nice.
mine is really very simplified. So, and it was called Small Business Dashboard. I've got it off of Etsy, I think. I'll have to put in the show notes where it is. Oh, look, she was very smart. It's on the
yeah.
person
Livingston.
included. Yeah, she included instructions on how to do like the whole
And
video.
you said it was a
walkthrough.
really well done video.
Yeah, she did really good. And this one's by Whitney Livingston.
I started following her on Instagram.
I did too.
Did you?
And
Really?
she's fab. She's got a great little channel, and she's probably on here on YouTube too. So
Oh.
shout out, girl.
Okay, we'll have to link her out. But yeah, I liked all the things because she, I own Huntsville Art Supplies. And so one of my things is really making sure that I have that segment of the business going. I have my art going. And then now we've got this Artists Soar thing going.
Yeah.
And just all the things. And then add in my actual life that I'm trying to have. And so this really...
Kids graduating school, like
Yeah.
small things.
So I took the original thing that I purchased, which is what Julie's using, the Life Planner, and the Small Business Dashboard, and combined them in a way that works for me because I just wanted one-stop shop. So it was really kind of handy. It had like this small business.
I like the menu tab on the
I know
side.
that's the one thing that I really liked that I didn't like about my first one that I bought. So
Yeah, no, I'm not sure how she did it, but I was able to add things into it just by dragging and dropping.
yes,
So that was really handy. And then
Okay, so your dashboard is over here on the side, whereas Julie, you have a little side, but yours are mainly those things.
well, I actually have all the tasks on the side too, or all those things on the side. I have
right, that's
full
what I'm saying. Yeah,
navigation
you've
and
got
everything.
like a little bit of both.
Yeah.
So yeah.
oops.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
I really like that.
Yeah, and I liked that, and I liked like she had in here, your master task list, which I didn't modify that much at all. But it had I added this one in here, my doing business as DBA, so that way I can really segment and identify where I'm
Oh,
going
so
to
you
be
can
working.
sort it out if you need
Yeah.
to.
Mhm.
Oh,
Mhm.
wow.
Yeah, it's got some really great
And
sorting
you just
features.
put in there. Well, I mean, okay, so you can just add a whole new task or a whole new section.
I can add even a whole new way of looking at it. So this
Yeah.
is by area,
Oh, wow.
by priority, which I don't really use priority all that much, by project,
Okay.
by due date.
I
Now,
like that.
one thing I
I'll
want
add a
to
little
ask
more.
here so the first template I bought, why I ended up not liking it is because the tasks and the projects weren't linked.
Right.
So I
That's
think
a big
what-
problem.
This is a little deep, but Notion is all data-based. So you create views based on the databases that you set up.
Right.
And if you want your tasks linked to a project, the projects need to be linked to the task database.
Mm-hmm.
And then you filter out which tasks show up under that project based on assigning the task to a project. And I know that sounded really complicated.
Could you
but it's actually
do that one more time?
Okay, so Notion.
You know what we should do is draw diagrams. We need like a board here.
Exactly. You're good at the diagrams.
Yeah.
So Notion is a set of databases if you set it up that way. You don't have to set it up that way. It can just be a plain old task list, which is why why I was upset with the overpriced one that I bought first. Because it wasn't set up as databases. So when I went to link my task to a project, I couldn't do that. Or when I was on the dashboard, it had the to-do list, but it wasn't pulling in my tasks because my task database wasn't linked to the to-do list, which really bothered me. So Notion.
So how do you know? Oh, sorry. So
no, that's okay.
Now I got it. So the question is, when you're looking. So you can just use Notion as database, and it's going to be fine. But when you're trying to find a, what do you call that?
Something project from or a task
or an Etsy,
right?
An Etsy
template.
A template.
Thank you.
Sorry, I didn't know where you were.
So when you're looking for a template, you need to make sure that it's a database template.
If that's how you want to run your life, which I highly suggest, because
it's all connected.
Then you don't have to duplicate efforts.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Then everything is.
But people hear the term database and they're gone. And it's not that complicated. Like the template I bought, she has in there, I think it says "do not delete."
Oh yeah, there was a whole section that says.
There's a whole database section in this template that says "do not delete," because those are all the databases set up, and then you set up the views on how you want to see that information.
So basically, it's the code.
Right.
Because I'm website or whatever.
Yeah,
so it's the code that you don't want to mess up because it's got your parameters.
Right, exactly. Because if you delete one of those databases, now you lost all the tasks, let's say, for that project. But that is, to me, the heart of why Notion works so well. And I mean, I'm sure Monday.com, which I haven't played with, is the same way. ClickUp is the same way. It's a set of databases. But ClickUp is very it's not visually pretty. it's not as information. It's a really good program, and it worked great for me. But because I don't want to say bad things about it, because it's really not a bad thing.
It's really not. Yeah.
But Notion gave us the dashboards that we're looking for. So
for me, I was looking for, I always have goals and how to associate those goals to the project.
Yes.
Because if it's not going to serve my end purpose, I shouldn't even be thinking about it.
Yep. And mine's set up that way too. I didn't mention that, but mine's set up the same way, as everything is tied to a goal.
And one of the things that I like, and I haven't even touched this yet, that she has in here is this review section. And I'll get to that in a second.
You could go review some of your goals or review some of your projects.
Review the quarterly progress.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And so I haven't even played with this at all. I haven't customized it in any way, shape, or form yet.
That's nice.
I'm kind of excited about that. But and then the goals, these are my 2025 goals, and then systems that I have in place to drive towards that. And she had this thing in here where this one, monitor Instagram followers monthly. So that should be a monthly thing that I do. And I've done it maybe five times. Considering we're in May, I'll go, sure, I've done that. And you've got a target of 12.
I mean, that's still good. You're on target.
No, I'm saying sure, I've done that. I haven't done that. I haven't cared.
I thought you did do that.
But sorry. I will be
doing it. You go, girl.
No, it's all right.
I was about to give you a good, high five.
Nope,
sorry. Okay, so you suck. All right.
I know. But now I know when I suck.
So now you know to go back and look.
Yeah,
Right.
and start like keeping track of those types of metrics, because those metrics matter. You know,
Mhm.
it's not about, you know, we know that 2% of whoever followers, 2% on average, are going to take some sort of action to get to know, like, and trust you a little bit better. So as your metrics increase, so is the likelihood of somebody like engaging with you in some way.
Mhm.
So those do matter. But these are like the systems that I should have in place, and not necessarily even I should have in place, but maybe I can bring in an external party or an employee to go, okay, go fill out this spreadsheet every month.
Yeah, so
Here's
like
what I need you to
right
do.
here, can you do these 5 things?
Yeah, exactly. Because I don't want to do that. That's no fun. It's not fun to me.
Well, and you get down a rabbit hole though. Sometimes you
God,
can.
you have no
Yes.
idea.
So that's the
Absolutely.
thing. It's like, well, and it's just like anything. Like, you don't want to either stay on task, which is hard.
Yeah.
You know, stay on. So like, if you are doing the traffic, you just got to go and look at it, or the followers at Instagram. Okay, I have 500 followers. Boom.
Right.
And then put it on there and move on.
Right.
And
Not
I know,
go down
like,
the rabbit
sometimes
hole.
you,
Right.
I can't do that. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, dang, let me see. What post did they like the most? Oh, they liked the video thing. Oh, okay. And they responded to this. And, oh, this guy got. So then I've spent 20 minutes
Right.
when it could have just been, I have 500 followers. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just move on. So maybe this might help us.
No, I'll still go down the rabbit hole. So I'll actually get somebody else to do it.
So you don't go down the rabbit hole.
Right.
Which is smart use of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I might get like, you know, Tiffany or Hannah to do it and have them go through it and then summarize to me, so I don't go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
But that way I can ask them the questions, because they're young artists who would like to learn to do this stuff.
Right.
So by me asking that question, it's going to train them a little bit too.
Yeah. Well, it's funny you say that about the rabbit hole, because I was going through my goals and looking at my newsletter subscribers.
Oh my
Yes.
And because I have a goal of 300 newsletter subscribers. Well, then, lo and behold, I have more than 300 newsletter subscribers. And I didn't know it. And so I was like, oh, well, I need to change my goal.
I know.
But then, of course, then I went in and I started cleaning up my newsletter subscribers, because there had been people in there that hadn't touched my thing since, 2021 and,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, talk about rabbit holes with your goals. I spent an hour doing something I didn't need to do.
And I'm going to.
Oh, time check. Yeah, time flew. We're at
Where's
30
the time check?
There's like a 32-minute thing down here. See, look
Oh,
at that.
yeah.
Look at that.
So, because I forgot to put it, I forgot to actually start.
But that's okay. Now we know this does it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was, so, behind the scenes, sorry about this. This is all new to us, and so we're just working on it.
Yeah.
Like, we're all production of some kind.
We're all-
And just a big shout, thank you.
For
This
what?
is a really nice setup.
Yes,
I
it
love
is.
what you've done. I think it's great. I'm
Yeah.
excited. We're in.
Usually I sit on
Stephanie.
that side of the desk.
Do you? So you
Yeah.
don't get the door, or?
Yeah. It never really occurred to me to sit over here
Huh.
because my printer's over there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that makes
that's
sense.
true.
Yeah.
We could probably do a little tour one day, but we're doing this in Stephanie's studio here at her house. It's upstairs, so every now and again you'll hear
A puppy.
puppy,
Dog. Yeah.
which they're so cute.
They're a little needy.
Yeah.
Nothing
Not
but,
as needy
nothing
as mine.
nothing that a butt scratch can't handle. So
She likes
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So you guys comment. I know a lot of you use the what are all the different, like the
There's
OneNote?
There's Monday, there's
OneNote,
OneNote, there's Good Notes,
ClickUp.
there's ClickUp.
There's also some other things that that Google just has, or Mac has, or whatever.
Yeah.
Let us know what is working for you, because as you can tell, we're moved on to something else, so we really haven't found anything that is fitting 100%.
Right.
But right now, they're hot onto this. I like it because, well, You are.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are.
We kind of went down that rabbit hole.
I still carry around my big chunker. Not all the time, but it's at my desk because I do keep up with this. But mainly, I just use my calendar on here.
Well, the neat thing, like, we had sorry, we're probably going to go over, but that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
I had a group come into the studio, December last year, that all they worked on was decorating those journals.
Yeah.
And I mean, they sat around and like planned their whole month, but it didn't feel like it was actually planning. It was totally like sticker decoration time.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
they loved it. And so the more power to you if that's like what your jam is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, and it's like you get a free digital planner when you sign up for my newsletter. Yeah. So,
and I've used that
and
too.
I've used a digital planner for years as well. But right now, this is what my brain's thinking of.
Our brain is like that hot mess of interactive wires, and we need something like this that allows that connectivity.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, some people, they want that their planning is their relaxation time to bring it all together.
Yeah.
So, you got to find a system that works for you.
Exactly. And I guess that's the whole point to this, is find something that works for you.
And let us know if we've not discussed it, or if you guys have used Notion, or you have a cool theme that you like to use. We want to see it and hear about it. So please let us know.
We'll even play with one.
Yeah.
Yes,
we might
exactly.
Anyway, so thanks for joining us today, and until next time.
Yep.
Bye.